Canada has made a bold and unprecedented move in the critical minerals sector, signaling a transformative shift not just for its own economy, but for the entire North American continent. By investing a staggering $1 billion, Canada is taking decisive action to reshape the landscape of resource control across North America, ensuring its place at the forefront of the global minerals race. This initiative goes far beyond traditional mining operations. It's a statement about national sovereignty, economic security, and the pursuit of technological independence in a rapidly changing world. As the world accelerates its transition to green energy, the demand for essential minerals like lithium and cobalt has skyrocketed, making them the backbone of electric vehicles, renewable energy storage, and advanced electronics. By consolidating control over its vast domestic mineral deposits, Canada has surged ahead of the United States, positioning itself as a pivotal player in North America's quest for resource autonomy and energy security. This billion-dollar investment is more than just capital. It's a clear declaration of intent, covering every stage of the value chain, from responsible mining and refining to advanced battery manufacturing and innovation. Canada's strategic victory is reshaping the balance of power, challenging long-standing U.S. dominance, and transforming the relationship into one of true collaboration, partnership, and mutual respect. Now, the future of North American supply chain security is a shared endeavor, with both nations working together to ensure reliable access to the minerals that will power tomorrow's technologies. With this decisive opening move, Canada has fundamentally altered the strategic landscape, setting the stage for a new era of innovation, competition, and opportunity. The game has changed, and Canada now stands as a true strategic powerhouse, leading North America into a future defined by resource security and technological progress. Canada's billion-dollar investment is a blend of public and private funds, creating a powerful financial catalyst. Public money de-risks the venture, attracting private investment from key sectors. Funds target new mines, processing facilities, and sustainable practices, positioning Canada as a leader in clean technology. This holistic approach builds a closed-loop supply chain, offering security and stability. Canada's integrated vision has left American strategists scrambling to catch up. The investment is a game-changer, creating an entire ecosystem on Canadian soil. Canada's mining success has forced Washington to rethink its industrial strategy. With vast mineral wealth, Canada has positioned itself as a leader in the global mining industry, setting a benchmark that the U.S. now finds itself striving to meet. The U.S. lacks the mineral reserves Canada has, exposing a critical vulnerability. This scarcity has highlighted the need for the U.S. to explore alternative strategies to secure essential resources, which are crucial for technological advancement and economic stability. American companies now see Canada as a primary partner, redirecting capital northward. This shift in investment is not just a financial decision, but a strategic move to ensure access to the minerals that are vital for future innovations. This shift has triggered urgent activity within U.S. agencies, recognizing the need for collaboration. Policymakers are now tasked with crafting new agreements that will foster a mutually beneficial relationship with Canada. Canada now holds the resources America needs, shifting the power dynamic. This dominance in critical minerals has given Canada a significant advantage, making it an indispensable ally in the quest for resource security. U.S. efforts to develop domestic resources face significant hurdles. Environmental concerns and regulatory challenges have stalled progress, making it difficult for the U.S. to compete with Canada's efficient mining operations. Canada's streamlined approach highlights the cumbersome U.S. system. The efficiency of Canadian operations serves as a stark contrast to the bureaucratic red tape that often hampers U.S. mining initiatives. The path to resource security is now linked to Canada. Trade routes are being redefined, with Canada at the center of a new supply chain network that promises stability and growth for both nations. The U.S. must adapt to this new reality, embracing friendshoring. This strategy involves strengthening ties with trusted allies like Canada to ensure a steady flow of essential resources. Canada is no longer just a partner, it's the gatekeeper to a secure future. The minerals flowing from Canada are not just commodities, they are the building blocks of tomorrow's technologies. The U.S. must now negotiate from a position of interdependence. Diplomatic efforts are focused on creating agreements that reflect the shared interests and mutual benefits of this partnership. This new dynamic requires a shift from unilateral command to genuine partnership. Both nations must work together, sharing knowledge and resources to achieve common goals. The U.S. must recognize Canada's newfound leverage. As Canada takes on a more prominent role on the global stage, the U.S. must acknowledge and respect its influence in shaping the future of resource management. The future of North American supply chains depends on this collaboration. By working together, the U.S. and Canada can create a resilient network that supports economic growth and innovation. The U.S. must learn to thrive in a relationship built on interdependence. This collaboration is not just about sharing resources, it's about building a future where both nations can prosper. The challenge is to manage this new relationship effectively. Success will depend on open communication, mutual respect, and a shared vision for a sustainable and prosperous future. Former President Trump reacted with disbelief to Canada's mining success, viewing it as a challenge to his America First doctrine. He questioned how the U.S. could let this happen, framing it as a competitive loss. This perspective ignores Canada's right to develop its economy and the benefits of a secure Canadian supply chain. Trump's rhetoric complicates necessary collaboration, introducing populist grievance. The Canadian victory is a reality of a changing world order. The U.S. must adjust to a multipolar world, leading through partnership. The era of unquestioned American economic primacy is being challenged. The U.S. must embrace a more balanced relationship with Canada. Canada's investment is reshaping the North American economy, with foreign direct investment flows increasing. U.S. and international companies are investing in Canadian facilities, creating jobs and boosting GDP. Canadian mining companies' stock valuations have surged, while U.S. firms lag. The data shows Canada as the new center of gravity for critical minerals. U.S. imports of refined minerals from Canada are projected to rise significantly. This creates a more intertwined economic relationship with Canada. The U.S. must adapt to this new reality, recognizing Canada's strategic role. The economic relationship is becoming more complex and interdependent. The U.S. must manage this new dynamic effectively. Corporate leaders view Canada's mining success as a business reality, not a political issue. U.S. automakers are partnering with Canada to secure supply chains. U.S. mining companies express concern over competitive disadvantages. Financial institutions are redirecting capital to Canada, seeing it as a stable investment. Labor unions have mixed reactions, with Canadian unions praising job creation. U.S. unions are concerned about job migration to Canada. The focus is on ensuring a secure North American supply chain. The U.S. must address regulatory hurdles to remain competitive. The financial sentiment favors Canada's clear path to production. The U.S. must adapt to this new economic landscape. The challenge is to ensure a balanced and secure supply chain. Canada's mining success has rapidly accelerated a major shift in North American supply chain strategy, moving the focus from simply bringing manufacturing back home, reshoring, to a more nuanced approach known as friendshoring. This means not just producing goods domestically, but also relying on trusted allies for critical resources and manufacturing capabilities. In this new landscape, the United States must work closely with Canada to build supply chains that are not only resilient, but also adaptable to global disruptions. Collaboration is no longer optional. It's essential for both countries to thrive in an increasingly uncertain world. Right now, the dynamic between the two countries is somewhat lopsided. Canada is the primary provider of essential raw materials, such as critical minerals needed for advanced manufacturing and clean energy technologies. U.S. battery and electric vehicle plants are deeply reliant on these Canadian-controlled supply chains, making Canadian resources a backbone of American industry. This interdependence is shifting the traditional power balance, giving Canada new leverage and influence in the partnership. As a result, a truly continental supply chain is emerging, one shaped by powerful market forces, shifting trade routes, and the need for economic security. To make this vision a reality, logistics and infrastructure must be modernized and expanded. Efficient transportation networks, robust highways, and reliable rail systems are all critical areas of focus. Beyond physical infrastructure, enhanced digital networks and harmonized regulations across borders are needed to streamline operations and reduce friction. The long-term vision is to create a North American economic fortress, an integrated, self-sustaining region that is insulated from global shocks and capable of weathering economic storms. At the heart of this strategy is Canada's mining victory, which provides the essential resources and expertise needed to build this continental shield. For this ambitious plan to succeed, the U.S. must transition from a mindset of sole leadership to one of genuine partnership, recognizing the value of shared decision-making. The ultimate success of this strategy will depend on deep cooperation, mutual respect, and a shared vision for the future of North American prosperity. The U.S. must fully acknowledge Canada's growing leverage and work collaboratively to ensure both nations benefit from this new era of continental cooperation. Canada's mining ascendancy will reshape U.S. Canada trade relations. Canada now has significant leverage in negotiations, shifting the dynamic. The U.S. must adopt a more collaborative approach, recognizing Canadian cooperation. The success of Canada's model may inspire competition within North America. The U.S. must innovate to remain competitive. The relationship is becoming more balanced and complex. A networked system of interdependencies is emerging. This can be a source of strength if managed wisely. The U.S. must navigate this new landscape, focusing on shared goals. Canada's investment has reshaped North America's economic landscape. It has exposed vulnerabilities in U.S. strategy, prompting recalibration. The shift to friendshoring creates a deeply integrated supply chain. Capital is flowing northward, creating jobs and a new industrial ecosystem. The U.S. must see Canada as an indispensable partner. The relationship is becoming more balanced, driven by strategic investment. The continent is more resilient, but dynamics have changed. The U.S. and Canada must thrive in a relationship built on interdependence. The future hinges on managing this partnership effectively.